614 Beauty, and I'm with Sadie today. And we're gonna do a quick skincare prep before we do makeup. So the first step is we're gonna use the Lytic TX on Sadie. This is great because it's going to give her all the benefits that she would get from a retinol. It's a great option for someone who wants that cellular turnover, but doesn't really want it to go quite as hard as going straight retinol. So all you need is a small amount, about a pea size. And this is going to help texture. This is going to help dryness because it allows the product to penetrate deeper into the skin, which is going to give us a more smooth and even application when we start using makeup. What I love already is that you can see that with just the Lytic, she's already getting some of that luminosity back. So we're starting in the right place. So now we're gonna give her her multivitamin for her face. What's wonderful about this is it's for any skin type. You can have extremely dry, extremely sensitive skin. You can have very oily skin. This is gonna work for everybody. Not only is it giving you vitamin A, B, C, D, and E, it is also working on fine lines, texture, and pores. So we're gonna go ahead and add that right now. Already you can see tone and texture looks better. And now for the moisturizer. This is the Epion's Renewal Facial Cream. Taking just a little product, you don't need much of this. Make sure everything's really, really hydrated. Now for her eye cream. This can go not just on the optical bone, but absolutely all the way underneath the eye. So what this is a primer, and this is gonna fill pores, but what it also does is it holds moisture to the skin. So if you tend to run a little bit dry, it's not gonna let you drink up your foundation. But if you tend to be a little bit oily, it's also not gonna let the oil separate your foundation and slick it off your face. So Sadie, like most of us, has a little more color to her face than she does her neck. So we're gonna color match, and we kind of want something in between. I don't really wanna go as fair as her neck because then we're gonna make her look too one tone on the face. So we want to kind of find something that's going to gradate down. What's great about this product is it's oil free, it's not going to fall into fine lines and creases, and it's buildable coverage. So here I'm grabbing a mid-tone and I'm just striping that down her neck just to find something that I feel like might match all the way through. And then I'm going to go with a little bit of a deeper tone. Now as you can see, already some are blending and some are not. And then I'm gonna go with just one more, trying to find that tonal. You can see that one's too deep. So as I'm looking, this one to me, as you can see, it still blends into her face, but it's blending into her neck too. So I think that's a really good match. You can see this is not a super heavy coverage foundation, or at least doesn't feel that way, but it gives you enough of coverage. We're just building that up, pressing it in, keeping it nice and light. So Sadie has a little bit of darkness under her eyes, so we're gonna use a little bit of this peach as a little bit of a color corrector. You don't need a ton. You just kind of wanna naturally add that color right where she has that darkness. Then you go over with a concealer, and this has great opacity. These concealers are very, very opaque, so you don't need a ton to get the look that you want. So this is our Senna finishing powder, and this is absolutely amazing. It blurs pores, it adds just a little bit of coverage, and you can see how it just takes out some of that extra shine that we don't need. Adding a little bit on the lid, and just setting that for eyeshadow. So bronzer and contour are not the same thing, but a lot of times we don't have time for that kind of carved face. So what we're doing is we're just kind of adding that warmth back to her skin. I'm using a bronzer and I'm hitting the high places of her face because I really want to put that product where the sun would actually naturally kiss her skin. Whatever you do, just make sure that you blend. Just did a very mild tight line on Sadie, and as you can see, if you look, she's got pencil all in between her lashes, which helps with that band to look thicker. If you want to learn the Tightline, please click on the link that's provided. One of the things that I love when we're trying to get out of the door and we're doing a quick get ready with me makeup is using your bronzer as your eyeshadow. Sadie has more of an almond shaped eye, and her eye tends to want to pull down on the outside and angle down. So when we're going on Sadie's eye, we really want to kind of keep that upward motion. We really want her eye to seem open and wide. So to finish off Sadie's day look, I went ahead and added 2 coats of mascara and a little bit of a milky gloss. If you'd like to see how I'm going to take this from day to night, follow for part 2.